Crude oil is a black liquid found in geological formations. It's a fossil fuel, which means it's formed from dead organisms that are buried under intense heat and pressure. But not all crudes are alike. There are three primary qualities that differentiate one oil from another: weight, sweetness, and tan count. The standard unit of measurement for oil weight is API gravity. This scale was created by the American Petroleum Institute to measure the density of oil. Heavy oil evaporates slowly and contains materials that are used to make heavy products like asphalt, feedstock for plastics, and petrochemicals. The lower the API, the heavier the oil. Light oil requires less processing and produces a greater percentage of gasoline and diesel than heavy oil. The higher the API, the lighter the oil. You've probably heard people referring to sweet and sour oil. What makes a particular crude sweet or sour is the amount of sulfur it contains. Sweet crude has a very low level of sulfur, well under 1%. Sour crude has as much as 1 to 2% of sulfur. Midstream companies and refineries that transport, store, and process sour oil know they'll need extra treating capabilities to take out the sulfur and sweeten the product. TAN stands for total acid number. The tan count of oil is a measure of how corrosive it is. If crude oil has a high tan number, producers must use more robust metallurgy than standard so their processes can handle the corrosivity. The typical range of tan count is from 0.01 to 3, and lighter oils typically have a lower tan count than heavier oils. Companies use a test called an assay to get a full chemical breakdown of what is in a barrel of oil. The ideal oil is light and sweet with a low tan count, while the harder to process oil is heavy and sour with a high tan count. There are over 100 different crude oils traded on the market today. These oils are typically labeled by the region they come from, and they have a specific chemical makeup. This graph shows the sulfur content and weight of some of the most common. The three most well-known regional benchmark oils are WTI, Brent, and OPEC. WTI stands for West Texas Intermediate. This is an oil produced in the United States, and it's typically on the lighter end of the spectrum at an API gravity of 39.6. WTI sulfur content is 0.24%, putting it at the sweeter end of the spectrum. Brent oil comes from the Scottish Brent or Ninian system located in the North Sea. This oil is also light and sweet, with an API gravity of 38.3. Brent sulfur content is 0.37. OPEC stands for Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. It is a collective group of 7 different crude oils. The oil from these regions is typically on the heavy and sour end of the spectrum. While logistics also play a role, typically the lighter and sweeter an oil is, the more valuable it's going to be. If you have a specific question about this topic, leave a comment below or contact your local Camry store or authorized distributor, and we would love to help you.